Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will discuss about the two very special queues, RabbitMQ and Apache Kafka. These are the two queues which we have seen are being widely used in the different projects, right? So today we wanted to discuss the different characteristic of these two queues. We will be comparing one queue to the other queue and we will see how one queue is saving the message, persisting the message, how one queue is delivering the message to the receiver, right? What is the ecosystem and the architecture model of one queue as compared to the other queue. In distributed system, when we compare two different tools, okay, let's say two different queues as we are doing in this current discussion, we are not saying that the one queue is better or superior to the other. There is always a trade-off in distributed system. When we compare two different tools, there is always a trade-off between them. If we are choosing one over the another one, it means that if the one which we have chosen is satisfying our scenario, maybe the other one would be better useful in some other particular scenario. That tool is just not satisfying our scenario. That is why we have not chosen one. There is not like that the one is better than the another one. There is always a trade. So in this discussion, I request you to have this word in your mind when we will be going throughout the different slides, when we will be discussing further, to have this in your mind that there is always a trade-off. Okay. So agenda for today's discussion will be like this. First, we will discuss about the architecture and messaging model of the two queues. Then we will discuss about like how the message is being persisted in the queue, the RabbitMQ and Apache Kafka. Then we will discuss about how one queue's guarantees provides a guarantee of a message delivery. Next thing, we will see the scalability and the performance of the queue. Last but not least, like the ecosystem and the integrations. So let's move to our first point. Architecture and messaging model. RabbitMQ implements the advanced message queuing protocol. There are a lot of other tools which has been implemented on the basis of this queue or this protocol. RabbitMQ is also one of them. On the other hand, Kafka doesn't implement such kind of protocol. Kafka is based on the binary protocol via the TCP. RabbitMQ supports multiple messaging patterns like point-to-point, publisher, subscriber, request reply, etc. On the other hand, Kafka doesn't provide such kind of messaging patterns. Kafka is actually more of like a streaming platform in which you are in which sender is like sending the message and whoever has subscribed to the topic will receive the message and consume it accordingly. So Kafka, since Kafka is using binary protocol, it is mainly used in the distributed streaming platform. Okay. RabbitMQ stores this message in a queue and route the message between the sender and receiver via using the message queue. On the other hand, Kafka doesn't use any queue to store the message. Kafka uses the traditional database mechanism, that is the commit log, to store the message, and it just puts that message to the topic. Okay, so the subscriber will consume that. Storing the message by using the commit log helps the Kafka for its the durability and scalability. So these were the key architectural difference between the two queues. Now we will see the message, how the message is being persisted in the two queue. RabbitMQ, as we have seen, RabbitMQ uses the queue to ensure the reliable delivery between the sender and the receiver. So we can safely say that the RabbitMQ uses the queue to save or to store his message, to persist his message. On the other hand, as we discussed earlier, Kafka uses the commit log to store the message. Kafka stores his message in the topic, right? By using the commit log, Kafka is able to provide the fault tolerance and the fault tolerance of the message it is storing. Kafka stores the message for a configurable period of time. Once that configurable period of time is done, the message will be deleted. On the other hand, RabbitMQ can also store the message in the disk or in the memory as well, on the basis of the configuration which we have done. So here you will be noticing that the RabbitMQ is providing a bit of flexibility, right? Whereas Kafka is not providing that kind of flexibility. RabbitMQ is providing us the flexibility to store the message in the disk or in the memory as well. And okay, in RabbitMQ We can configure the different message pattern like the point to point, right? And the publisher subscriber, whereas such flexibility is not being provided in the Kafka. Moving on to the next characteristic, like the delivery guarantee. So RabbitMQ supports the different kind of delivery guarantee, and that is also configurable. So here RabbitMQ is also providing us another flexible thing, right, which is configurable. So there are different message delivery guarantee in RabbitMQ. One is like the at most once the message should be delivered. Another one is like the at least once the message should be delivered. On the other hand, Kafka delivers the message only once, but it provides the guarantee of delivering of a message at least once. Since Kafka uses the commit log and stores the message in its distributed system, the messages which are stored in the Kafka are like fault tolerant and durable. Now comes the scalability and performance. So when we talk about the RabbitMQ provides us the low latency and very high performance when delivering the message. On the other hand, Kafka doesn't provide us those low latency and high performance, but Kafka provides us the high throughput and scalability. Okay, RabbitMQ can bear the moderate message loads and is suitable for the applications where the low latency is crucial. Okay, whereas Kafka can handle a very large volume of messages and supports real-time data processing. Right, Kafka is easily horizontally scalable. We can add, like, let's say if we have to horizontally scale a Kafka, we can add another broker in the cluster, and it will be very easy to horizontally scale the Kafka. So here we have seen that the RabbitMQ is trading off like the high throughput, right? And RabbitMQ is giving telling that it will be able to process the large volume of data. But what RabbitMQ is giving us, that it is giving us the low latency and high performance. Whereas on the other side, Kafka is sacrificing the low latency and high performance, but Kafka is providing us the high throughput and the scalability. Right. So here, these are the two very crucial factors which gives us an idea what is our use case and which queue we should use. So these are the kind of trade-offs I was discussing earlier. So it is not like that the RabbitMQ provides the high performance, which means that the RabbitMQ is better. No, there is a trade-off. RabbitMQ is not able to provide us the high throughput. In the same way, Kafka is not able to provide us the very low latency. But they are satisfying the different use case. Now, ecosystem and integrations. So RabbitMQ and Apache Kafka both are there for quite a while. So we have a lot of client libraries available in a different programming language which supports the RabbitMQ, right? And also RabbitMQ supports the different messaging protocol, AMQP, MQTT, Storm, etc. Kafka also has a very rich ecosystem. Okay, lot of big data frameworks like the Apache Kafka, Apache Spark, Apache Flink, right, are based on the Apache Kafka. Kafka integrates very well with the big data and the other real-time analytic systems. So if we see, both of them are like satisfying the different use case and have a very rich ecosystem and the integration libraries. So there is no doubt that if we have to use any of them in our use case, then we don't have to think about whether it supports this programming language or does it support that thing. So both of them have very rich ecosystem and are very easy to use. Okay, so these are the few different characteristics I wanted to discuss with you guys of these two special queues. So we have seen throughout the videos that one of the queue is satisfying one use case and another one is satisfying the other use case. It doesn't mean that the one is better than the other one. So accordingly, as per our discussion, you can take up your decision which queue is satisfying your use case and which queue you should use in your project. Okay, so this was all from this video. I hope this video would have been helpful to you. And if you also feel the same, please do and subscribe. Please do subscribe and like my channel. And if you have any queries or if you have any other comments, please do comments in the comment section. Thank you.